Respected dear youngsters, welcome one more day. Let us join, let us be together, let us synergize all our abilities, faculties to study this universal text, means useful for anyone who is interested. The study of which equips, empowers the student with such highest of the wisdom, with which at all three levels we can achieve success. At the level of in our worldly outer pursuits, success in managing ourselves, as well as success in spirituality up to the level of knowing and experiencing the God. Very rare, very, yes, difficult in today's world of materialism and where we don't have much of the background of all this. So what? Basically, we are Indians, Hindus. Definitely, the roots will be there in us and in the air, in the food we take. So, even though it appears that we have gone away from our shastras, our spirituality, but I experience it many times with many people. Little of exposure done, again we are back. Driving 20 years if you have not done. So again you are on the steering. One day it appears difficult, but after a while, all that you remember and knew it. So to the swimming, so to any of the sports. Here also, we all Indians basically are spiritual. That is being forgotten because of overpowering effect of our being busy in the world various reasons. Now you just start learning. Easy it is to learn, not only learning, even the practice one can do and one can get the benefit of all that. So don't have any doubts and don't have any hesitations. And doubts that can I do it or not, hesitation that it is useful or not. Eternally useful are these knowledges of how to manage ourselves, how to understand the world, how to tune to the divine, how to invoke his blessings, power our shaktis for our true success. The success is in knowing what to do, knowing what to achieve, and doing what we know. Success is not becoming that or this in the world. Even if you become that, how best you perform that, that again is a second thing for success. Success, please measure in terms of correct understanding of the goal and putting the efforts. If that's not basic, then every chore also thinks he's successful as long as he is not caught. Yesterday it was a news. Key, a person who is involved in 70 thefts is caught. So 70 times he was successful, 71st time the police are successful. Interesting. You can't say he's successful. Therefore, let us give an award to this thief that 70 times he escaped the police. So he was successful that way as per your definition because he achieved his target. So, what is the right goal? And the right yes means knowing it and doing it is called real success. And then defining the goal. Geetha helps in all that. Geetha already told the ultimate goal is reaching God. The second goal is according to your own talents, whichever the place you are given opportunity, serve the world selflessly. Third goal is while doing so, your mind should not be victimized by its own capacities of negativities. This is true success. The failure is not doing my work outside, allowing my mind to be disturbed, finally going away from the divine. The true success, slowly understanding and nearing the divine, purifying our inner antakaranam, outside enjoying our performance in the job given. So in my case, my job is to give Gita lectures to you. So let me do this dharma. This is success to me. I enjoy it. What I can do is how best I can deliver this to my beloved youngsters so that they really get inspired by Gita and the messages and they mold their life according to Gita. इतना मुझे improvement कर. The second success of mine is what when I do it, I observe myself. Is it precipitating any negativities in my mind? I just curtail that. Third is what through all that I am making my Lord happy when He gives me a chance. I'll understand deeply what is nature of God. I'll meditate and realize Him. There's nobody like me, Swami, you are listener. For all of us, these three are the only goals. Outer success, inner purity, innermost divinity. ठीक है तो गीता यह सबको सिखाती है ऑलरेडी बताया गॉड इज द गोल प्योरिटी इन द हार्ट outside doing your duty fully well goal decided then how best you do what are the obstacles how to conquer them now welcome wonderful it is Like every day, three topics. Today too, Geetha. Yesterday, as I told you, Sloka, very important, very powerful, very important to by heart it. Two aspects are told in that we'll discuss. One, what is that to be done? Second is what is to be avoided. Goal is to reach or see the God. ज्ञान विज्ञान योग इज कंटिन्यूइंग. भगवान का ज्ञान पाना है, प्रैक्टिस करके भगवान का दर्शन करना है. उसके लिए करने वाला एक चीज हो, छोड़ने वाला एक चीज हो. ये दोनों हम करेंगे तो वी विल बी एबल टू डिस्कवर द डिवाइन. Then we'll take one small common sense thought for some time. Then we talk about our last shloka of Achyuta Ashtakam. Ashtakam means 8 slokas. 8 are over, but the ninth is not the part of 8, but a part of 8 only. Ki it's a Falashruti. This Achyuta Ashtakam, if always we chant, study and all, how we are going to be benefited or blessed by Krishna. That we'll do, and whole stotra we chant, enjoy it. Okay. Now let us start the chantings and do the Geetha. Om, 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः. गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म. तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ओम सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि. विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा. ओम नमस्तेस्तु महामाये श्रीपीठे पुस्तुरपूजिते शङ्खचक्रगदाहस्ते महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तुते. ओम कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गिः प्रचोदयात्. Having done our daily prarthanas, now Bhagavad Gita. Please remember, it started from 7th chapter, Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Actually, this is Bhakti Shatkam, how to develop devotion. You will have devotion to anyone when you know him and when you really know he is great. So we should know what is God. Therefore, we should know whether he is really great or not. Then only our devotion for him will grow. When you don't know God and his greatness, we always question the God, doubt the God, we become Nastika. That's why the knowledge about the God in the beginning is given. 7th, 8th chapter, 9th, 10, 11 practice will be told. 12th, the Bhakta Lakshanas will be told. Chapters I am talking. So 7th chapter was Jnana Vijnana Yogam. We have seen the knowledge about God. One knowledge about God is he is the one whose apara and para prakriti with which he only is expressing his world. Second is still he is away from it. Third, again he has his maya with which the world is made. Fourth, in that world you and I individuals caught in that maya of the trigunas, we are not able to do what we have to do, we are not able to know the God. Fourth, Bhagavan said, surrender to me, Mami Vaya Prapadyante, that Maya will go away, then you will be able to near me. Still, the Dushkrutis will not surrender me to me. Sukrutis of 4 types will do my devotion, Bhagavan said. Then why they don't do? Kama is Tair Rata Jnanaha. Our good knowledge, wisdom looted by the variety of desires, therefore we don't have devotion, worship to the Lord. When these impurities are removed, न हम प्रकाश सर्वस्य योगमाया समावृतः मूढ़ोऽयं न विजानाति लोको मां. देन वेदाहं समित इच्छा द्वेष समुत्थेन द्वंद्व मोहेन भारत सर्वभूतानि सर्गो समूहं सर्गे यान्ति. Then yesham tu antagatam papa. When one has purified his heart, then they will know me. They'll know me samagra rupena. They'll know me asamshaya rupena. They'll know me krishna rupena. This is how 7th chapter is knowing God, knowing God, knowing God, along with Punyogandha practices. When we know the God, we have to know God in all the 7 ways. Brahma, Adhyatma, then Karma, Adibhutam, Adidaivam, Adiyajnaha, then Prayana Kalecha Katham Gneyos. Therefore, in today's that chapter, latest chapter, 8th one, we saw Arjuna asking 7 questions. 6 were answered one by one. 7th being very crucial, Bhagavan took 3 shlokas to explain what it is, how while leaving the body, what is to be done to reach to God, experience God, enter into God, merge with God, all are same. God being our own self, being one with Him is the ultimate definition. But in the world, we do something and get something, therefore we call getting God. We travel somewhere and reach some place, therefore we say we're reaching the God. That reaching God, obtaining God, getting God is because we reached a store, obtain the object, get it to home. तो इन दृष्टि से भगवान के लिए ऐसा कहा जाता है. अदरवाइज भगवान इज ऑल परवेडिंग, इज इन मी एज मी. So just knowing He is being Him, knowing is gaining Him. But this is how 7 ways Bhagavan has to be understood or experienced. Bhagavan gave sixth, seventh one was Prayada Kalecha Katham Geyosi Niyatatmabhi. Now, this main question given with main answer, what opened up some new and very important things for our understanding and practice. So, the three things involved are one, remembering me, you leave body, you reach me. Point two, whatever thing you remember while dying, you will reach that. Number three, therefore, all the life you remember me while doing your duty, so that remembering me is more predominant than anything else. That helps you at the time of death, remembering me and leaving the body. Then refer to the rule one, when you remembering the Lord, leave it, you reach the God. So, because Arjuna asked Antakalecha, that's the answer. Otherwise, it's not necessary that only at the time of death you remember God and again God will be revealed in the next life. Even while living only, when your sadhana is fructified, Bhagavan gives darshanam, you can enjoy Him, you can see Him as your own self, yet you can remain in serving the world. That's what all Jivan Muktas, they know they are God, they are Brahma, but still they are in the world serving the world. Clear? So, yesterday was this one. Then on this we developed a thought key. Therefore, we are what we are because of what thoughts we went on entertaining. Hmm. I gave the example of the bhavra etc. जिसको सोच सोच के वो भी ऐसा या बन जाता है. तितलिया something. Brahmaram, it is called in Sanskrit. Kitako Brahmaram Dhyayan Brahmaratvaya Kalpate. From that, then we left lot of questions to you. What you want to be at your physical level. Very weak, energyless, or full of energy and strength, active, dynamic after 10 years. Then you have to think that and act that accordingly, you become so. Even if you cannot act, go on thinking, you start acting one day. That's the power of thinking. देख लो आप तुम्हें, let me learn this thing, learn thing, go on thinking it for some years. Somewhere, some occasion will come, somebody will come to teach you. Therefore, do all exercise and all, keep body fit. This is a goal. You can't do it, at least think you have to be healthy long. But thinking won't help, but think so deeply that it inspires you to do. So to what you want to be your mind, what you want to be your intellect, what you want to be in your profession, in your social status, with your family, with your bank balance, what you want to become, go on thinking, they become. Thinking obviously by practicing. So too there are 100 negatives. First we told negative, then we talked about positive. है ना? जो गुंडा बनना है, टेररिस्ट बनना है, चोर डकैत बनना है, और प्रमोटर ऑफ क्रिमिनलिटी क्रूएलिटी, ये भी सोच सोच के बंदे बनते हैं. You see nowadays in every of the murder or suicide cases, those youngsters have seen YouTubes and all, went on thinking, planning, one day they did. If those useless fellows can do that, with positive thinking, they could have done great social service also. Something more important also for the life. So, that principle of our life in our hands, our future in hands, our hands, right from now, what we think is being revealed yesterday. A gluttonous eater thinking, you will only be eater only. Only watching TV, वही हो जाएगा. Lazy. So what was that beautiful shloka number 7? Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara yuddhacha. All the time keep on remembering me and do your duty. And all this, don't forget the background. to know the God. Our goal is Jnana Vijnana Yoga. The Jnana Vijnana about Paramatma is Akshara Parabrahma. That is said in this chapter. Therefore, this chapter is called Akshara Parabrahma Yoga. So, the two words are said. What is the Anuchintanam of the God? We have explained whole day yesterday. Mai Arpita Mano Buddhi. So, continuous thinking of the God should make our mana and buddhi get offered to the God. What is mana? I explained so many things yesterday. Listen to yesterday's talk, very essential. What is buddhi also we have seen yesterday. Mayarpita mano buddhi. When your mana buddhi by constant thinking on me gets offered to me, then when the mana buddhi is offered to the Bhagavan, the owner of mana buddhi, chitta, ahankara, where will you go? You will also become one with Bhagavan. In Geetha also, Mayarpita Manobuddhir Yomat Bhakta Samay Priya, 12th chapter, which concludes Geetha Bhakti Satkam. What is started in 7th chapter, that is what will be concluded. Upakrama, Upasamhara, Ekata. What we start with, what we end with, they are same. Clear? Now today, what is to be done, what is to be avoided? Two things. So that we do the required practices and reach God, see the God, enjoy God, experience God, become one with God. That topic is touched. Very, very powerful sloka. Means at the time of death, I remember God I reach, or even otherwise also. How to do, sir? We ask question, no? This 8th sloka for spirituality, for you all also in your worldly activity, successes. Everybody is very, very, it's essential for them. Everybody should by heart only this one. Okay, we'll chant it 4 times. We'll see the meaning of it. That's it for the day about Geetha. Tomorrow, meditation ke liye 8 pointers will be given. We'll study them. So be with me. Even though the youngsters of the studies and colleges, you may feel these things are heavy for you. No, 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 don't think. 2 बार 3 बार लगता हो heavy thereafter. It is informative and educating you. It is better always to gather this knowledge rather than on the name of knowledge gathering unwanted information so much in the brain chip. ये ज़रूरी वाला है, आज नहीं तो कल ज़रूर हेल्प करेगा, यही हेल्प करेगा when you grow old also. So it's nothing wrong in gaining this knowledge. So put efforts in listening, thinking, understanding, gaining the jnana. Okay, let us chant. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Geeta Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geeta Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Atha Ashtamodhyayah Akshara Parabrahma Yoga Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Ashtamaha Shlokaha. Beautiful one. Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena अभ्यासयोगयुक्तेन अभ्यासयोगयुक्तेन चेतसा नान्यगामिना चेतसा नान्यगामिना चेतसा नान्यगामिना चेतसा नान्यगामिना परमं पुरुषं दिव्यं परमं पुरुषं दिव्यं परमं पुरुषं दिव्यं परमं पुरुषं दिव्यं याति पार्थानुचिन्तयन् याति पार्थानुचिन्तयन् याति पार्थानुचिन्तयन् याति पार्थानुचिन्तयन् 2 times श्रीभगवानुवाच अभ्यासयोगयुक्तेन चेतसा नान्यगामिना परमं पुरुषं दिव्यं याति पार्थानुचिन्तयन् अगेन श्रीभगवानुवाच अभ्यासयोगयुक्तेन चेतसा नान्यगामिना परमं पुरुषं दिव्यं याति पार्थानुचिन्तयन्. Beautiful shloka. Don't forget the entire theme. Have that very sharp intellect. The chapter is Akshara Brahma Yoga, continuation of Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Up to 6 chapters, we have done Karma Yoga of our duties, even control to some extent our Chitta. In these 6 chapters, to be blessed by the Lord, we have to do devotion. To have devotion, we must know the Lord. Therefore, in this 7th chapter, which is the beginning of Bhakti Shatkam, the Jnana Vijnana, what Bhagavan is told. Then we have to do the Upasana like Punyogandha Adi to practice the presence of God everywhere. Cross all the mistakes, all the shortcomings in between, etc. Then what? In the 8 ways you will see Bhagavan. And these are the 8 ways the whole world is in front of us. Thus, 8 ways the world is in front of us. In these 8 ways only you will know the God. Your God alone is there in the form of all this. We will come to know. Then we will become devotees to Him. He will give us what? A goal to be achieved. And that beautiful life of being the devotee and servant of the Lord, a great saintly, it will be ours. If not, even then we can devote to God by knowing His grace and seek from Him what we need to want to reach the successes in our own outer worldly life. भगवान अभी मुझे स्पिरिचुअल बनकर सब त्याग करके आपके ध्यान करके आपको पहुंचना चाहते हैं लेकिन अभी नहीं है फिलहाल मुझे बाहर सक्सेस होना है तो भगवान says तथास्तु. That's how in all our Purana Ityasa, everybody worshipped a God and for whom Bhagavan gave darshan. Everybody did not ask moksha. They asked something else also. But after gaining what is asked, given by God, when they went through it, ultimately, every one of them unanimously found it is empty or incomplete, insufficient. Then they came to a guru or God, asked, then tell us what is permanent. Give us that only. In Upanishads, it is asked, Guru gives. Here, Arjuna did not ask. He was in that mood to know and qualified to know, but he was aware of the Yuddha. So, Bhagavan only, because Sakha Cheti, lovingly, he only gave. What when the Shishyas asked, the Gurus gave in Upanishads, without Arjuna's asking, Krishna is giving. Of that, knowledge about God, gaining which you gain God, when you gain the God, it will be endless, infinite. Before that, worship God and get from Him what you want. But to do worship, you have to have devotion. To have devotion, you know what is God. You should know. Therefore, the God is explained to us. This is the whole theme. Don't forget any time. So, finally, what is the achievement in the earlier sloka? Mai arpita manobuddhi mame vaishyasi asamshayam. So, this is actually the crux of everything. If this is known by any individual or people, with this behind as inspirer and as the goal, any temple visit, any pilgrimage, wherever they go, whatever puja they do, they are doing it correct. If these two things are not understood, and then without this background of understanding, which are the pilgrimages, temples they go, they may be doing something 5%, 10%, uska benefit milta hoga, but they are not doing the thing. Clear? What is that? I'll make you say it 11 times. That much is important it is. That is the second line of 7th chapter, 7th sloka. What is that? मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिः मामे वैश्यस्य संशयम्. Say it 11 times. मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिः मामे वैश्यस्य असंशयम्. Let me tell the meaning. Keep that meaning in the mind and chant. Whoever has done the offering of his mana and buddhi to me. What is offering mana buddhi? What is mana buddhi? I told yesterday. If required today also I'll repeat, but the same thing will be told in the 8th sloka. So I'll continue that. So Mai Arpita Mano Buddhi, the one who has offered his mana and buddhi to me, Mam Eva Eshyasi, he will reach me only, there is no doubt. Naturally, the one who has offered his mana buddhi to the world, they enter into the world and suffering only. Now you understood? Whoever offer their mind and intellect to God, they reach God. Whoever offer their mind, intellect to the world, they enter the world and get kicked by the world. This is Mahavakya for all you throughout life. Whether you know it or not, like it or not, want it or not, it is a fact. Now chant 11 times. Mayyar pitamano buddhihi mame vaishyasya samshayam. Mayyar pitamano buddhihi मामेवैष्यस्य संशयं मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिः 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 मामेवैष्यस्य संशयं so मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धि मामेवैष्यस्य असंशयं. Now how to do the मय्यर्पित मनोबुद्धि? सडनली होगा क्या? हे भगवान ले लो मेरा मन बुद्धि, मैं आपको अर्पण कर रहा हूँ, ऐसे कहने से होता है क्या? Or one day little japa, another day little puja, another day some other thing spiritual done, going to temple, sitting with some Babaji, or coming to Geetha class for 2 minutes. No, no. Then what to do and what to give up is the 8th shloka today. So that our mana buddhi is arpita to God and we enter into God. Same sadhanas are for all your outer worldly success also. And they are said in the 8th chapter, we chant 8th shloka. We chanted it now one by one word meaning I am telling you. 8th shloka we are studying now, in which one thing to be done, another thing to be avoided is told, so that we enter into God or know the God. What is God also said in 3 words, I will explain. Same two things, doing and avoiding, are the ones for you to enter into success into any of the field also, in any of the fields. Principle is same. Now one by one. Abhyasa. Abhyasa yoga. Abhyasa yoga yuktena. Abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa. This is one part. Na anya gamina. Again you have to add the word chetasa. Only these two things. Abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa na anyagamina chetasa. If you do these two, that's all. What will happen? Paramam purusham divyam yati. Hey Partha. Anuchintayan. Always keeping the goal in the mind. Yeah. So I explained to you one by one word. Now slowly we'll see the complete thing. Here the instrument first let us talk about Chetasa. Cheta means Chitta. Chitta is equal to Manabuddhi. Chitta is the one which is the memory house from where Manabuddhi and Ahankara they come and they go on playing the kabaddi or cricket. So what is said as Mayarpita Manobuddhi alone is Mayarpita Chetaha. Geetha 12th chapter also. Same thing. Mayarpita Manobuddhi Ryomat Bhaktasya. Then Ata Chetamyam Ata Chittam Samadatum Nashaknoshi Mai Stiram Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena Mamichaptum Dhananjaya. Same he will tell there. Conclusion. यहाँ से शुरू हुआ वहाँ. So second line is what? Hey Partha, Anuchintayan, always remembering the goal, because forgetting the goal is सबसे बड़ा problem. Remembering the goal to merge in the God, one will merge in the God if he does the above two things. Which God? Paramam Purusham Divyam. Let me explain this first one, then second line, then I go to the first one. So Paramam Purusham Divyam Yati. Paramam Purusham Divyam. Paramam Divyam Purusham. Purusham is Paramatma. So Paramam means what? Highest, greatest, noblest. Beyond him there is nobody. Like for India, who is Parama Purusha? President of India. There is nobody greater than. In the same way, for the whole universe, who is the Parama Purusha? That is Paramatma. Then his Purusha means he is all pervading. Purnatvat. Divya means is divine. Divine means all powers are from him only. All goodness is from him only. So that Paramatma Yati, you will enter in to become one him. First, you will understand him. Second, you will know his nature. Third, worship him. Fourth, you will have his darshan. Fifth, you may go to his loka. All that will be there en route, required depending on our need, our requirement, our desire, etc. But finally, that God also his own essential nature is Paramatma Tattva. Brahma कहते हैं उसको Sachidananda. We will enter into him finally to merge him. Like the river merging in ocean. When the river merges in ocean, what happens? River becomes ocean. River was never separate from ocean. All water of river is water of the ocean only. So we are basically the God only, the self. Somehow we came out and thought we are a man, woman, basing on the body, mind, intellect, intelligent, non-intelligent. Through this sadhana, we go back to enter into Lord. So that Bhagavat Tattva, Bhagavat Anubhuti, in which you feel that Paramam, Purusham, Divyam is me, into that you enter. Anuchintayan, if you keep this goal intact and do the above two things. What are the two things? First, Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena Chetasa. Four words are there here. Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena Chetasa. Chetasa means your thoughts, your mind. अब चेतस मीन माइंड लगा लो. मना बुद्धि माइंड चित्त अहंकार सब चेतस ही है. मन मानकर चलो अभी फिलहाल. तो चेतसा विथ योर चित्त विथ योर माइंड व्हाट यू हैव टू डू द अभ्यास. देयर इज नो अल्टरनेटिव देन दिस. अभ्यास मीन्स repeatedly doing the same thing is called abhyas. And that abhyasa, like you have karma yoga, you have bhakti yoga, you have jnana yoga, you have ashtanga yoga, kundalini yoga. Here भगवान अभ्यास को भी योग का दर्जा दे रहे हैं. अभ्यास योग, अभ्यास ही योग है. And what is abhyasa? Where you are repeatedly putting your chitta in that only. And with that chitta, अभ्यास योग से सजा हुआ, steadfast हुआ, आदत बना हुआ चित्त, अभ्यास योग युक्तेन चेतसा. That chitta which has got fully established in the yoga called as abhyasa. That chitta which is fully got established in the yoga called abhyasa. Abhyasa is repeatedly putting the mind's thoughts in that only. Because mind, wherever it is put again and again, it becomes that only, as we have already seen, yam yam vapismaran bhavam and all that. Therefore, without abhyasa, you can never get the mastery of putting the chitta in that. So now our goal is Bhagavan. Therefore, our chitta's abhyasa to put it again and again is on Bhagavan only. So these are 5-6 things. First, you always start with name. Therefore, nama uchcharana abhyasa, which is called japa. उसको योग बनाना है. करते 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 जाओ तो always you will be in the remembrance of Bhagavan's name. Like whomever you remember frequently because you did abhyasa yoga of that person. Name. अभ्यास नामक योग किया तो क्रिकेट अभ्यास किया, क्रिकेटर बने. फुटबॉल अभ्यास किया, फुटबॉल बने, फुटबॉल बने. सो भगवान नाम अभ्यास योग. सो टू भगवत रूप ध्यान अभ्यास करो, रूप ध्यान का अभ्यास. तो भगवान की कथाएं सुनते जाओ, गोवान लिसनिंग स्टोरीज, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज भगवत गुण कथा श्रवण अभ्यास. It is a yoga. That is still yoga. Applying our mind in one particular thing repeatedly till our mind fully merges in it is called as yoga. It is called samadhi actually. So either name or the form or the stories of the Lord, and through the stories of the Lord, the great powers of the Lord, qualities of the Lord. Powers of the Lord are Ichha Jnana Kriya Shakti. The qualities of the Lord is kind and compassionate, loving, etc. All these gunas. On that, when you do the Abhyasa Yoga, Abhyasa Namaka Yoga, to that extent, your chitta is filled with that, then you will nearer and nearer reach to the God. Finally, the Bhagavan has his own Swarupa, Satu Chitta Ananda. अब उसका आप अभ्यास करते जाओ, उसी को योग बनाते जाओ, that chitta will take you to Paramatma. This is what is to be done. So too for you also. As I told you, this shloka is for you both, whether one is spiritually wanting to achieve the acme or in your world. Can any chess game be perfected without abhyasa, done it as a yoga? सुबह दोपहर शाम 6-6 घंटे कर करके इन 8-9-10 साल they become grand masters. First portion I am telling, abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa. Not an easy thing, grandmaster banana. So to the tennis player, worth playing the ATF, ATP or whatever, ATP, Associate Tennis Professions. Not an easy thing to play in Grand Slams. Even mixed doubles में खेलना बच्चों के नहीं तो it's a highly quality rich game with lot of money and all. 140 crore Indians. How many of us enter into all this? Few only. But whoever are entering, Abhyasa Yoga. जो करना अभी means again and again. Asa means placement. Placing our chitta again and again in that. There are two things: thought of that, and if requires an action, action of that. So I want to become a tennis player. So I want to become tennis player. That practice is called the abhyas. But you can't be just tennis player by saying so. You have to buy a racket and whatever you call it. You go to the court, get a ball, and start hitting. पहले तो पता नहीं उधर कहीं जाती हो बॉल. It takes for you to serve the ball properly in that court at least 15 to 20 days. Daily morning, evening, 2 घंटे करो तो. You should know first of all how to lift the ball and hit. ऐसे कुछ करते हैं. मैं बोल रहा हूँ आई एम नॉट एनी प्लेयर. कोई होता तो इधर की बात हो. आराम से विंबलडन कोई चल रहा है आज ना सेमीफाइनल. फ्रेंच ओपन है फर्स्ट क्या होता है. हाँ whatever. I would have been there only. I don't know any sport. I just talk to you. But they do it. अभ्यास योगा युक्तेन चेतसा. सो थ्रू आउट द डे इन देयर माइंड वही चलता है कि हमको इस बार फ्रेंच ओपन जीतना है. सो फॉर दैट ये होएंगे रैंक्स वाले, उनको हराना है. सो मुझे इतना उनके वीकनेसेस ये है, मेरे वीकनेसेस है, मेरे स्ट्रेंथ्स ये है, उनके स्ट्रेंथ्स ये है. तो हाउ टू डू. So they all are the full combination. Totally, how many play? Around 28 hours. So slowly, the quarter final में 16 आ जाते हैं. नहीं, प्री क्वार्टर फाइनल. Then they estimate from प्री क्वार्टर किससे लड़ना पड़ेगा depending on who will be winning, who is losing. Like IPL today, second qualifier. So then they do the अभ्यास yoga. Football अभ्यास yoga. I'm telling sports because you love sports youngsters. And then cinema में क्या अमाउंट ऑफ अभ्यास करना पड़ता है कि जो हीरो बन के ही रहना है. तो हाउ मच प्रैक्टिस दे इन्वॉल्व इन इट टोटली. द डायलॉग्स बाय हार्ट करना बिकॉज यू कांट रीड द डायलॉग्स एंड अटर विद द लिप्स विद द व्हेन यू आर ऑन द एक्शन इन फ्रंट ऑफ कैमरा जस्ट यू हैव टू बी नेचुरली एक्टिंग इट. सो कितने बार वो लोगों ने उस डायलॉग्स को अभ्यास किया होगा. फिर वो डायलॉग्स को अटरिंग का अभ्यास किया होगा. बाय हार्ट का अभ्यास, अटरिंग, देन फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस, looking at that fellow, and the other fellow also will have to say the dialogues exactly. Will have to say, and it will look so natural. Then only it's a movie, but it is not naturally real thing. Real की तरह दिखने वाला real story है और real नहीं. So if that fellow is scolding him, he is reciprocating. It is not happening actually because they are friends. Why do they scold? But in that movie, they have to do. So for that, how much abhyasa he does to do his dialogue same time to wait others' response and then he delivers his dialogue. आप सबने बहुत नाटक किया होगा जिंदगी में, तो you all know that. So in the same way, please remember, you and me too. Even after wearing the orange clothes and bug करता हूँ daily 6 घंटे in front of you. If I don't do my abhyasa yoga, I will never translate or actualize what I understood about Bhagwan in my experience. Goal is experience, not knowledge. Knowledge should make you inspired to practice those practices which takes us to the experience. Is it not? Have a knowledge कि इतने मेहनत करो तो you can get gold medal in Olympics. अब उससे क्या होगा? That knowledge should inspire you to practice so many hours per day that after 4 years you become so fit by that time. Then in between all the games you play and win, whatever they are. Nowadays India good in that javelin throw somebody. एक में football in boxing also world somebody became world champion. Cricket now the WTC world test championship. हाँ, this month ending or next month. June 5th से. So how much mehnat they do for all that? Nothing is easy in this world. For me also. Only knowledge, no practice will not fetch you that medal. Those who are, the sports में हमेशा these few countries, USA, Japan, and in North Korea, South Korea, China, और दो चार ऑस्ट्रेलिया, ये 10 कंट्री को सारे मेडल आते. They have no other job for 4 years. They work so much, so much. And India also, they are doing so. Therefore, our medal tally also growing. Earlier, एक ब्रॉन्ज मेडल आता था पूरे ओलंपिक में 200 लोगों को भेजो तो. Because the whole, I'm not talking politics or all the government को मदद करना चाहिए, the coaching staff should be there, facility should be well, even the children who are learning also should be committed, they should not waste time in telephone कृति, ये सब बोलने को नहीं आया, I am talking here Geeta. I'm an example आया बस इसलिए बता रहे. So our chitta should be yukta, means steadfast in the yoga called as abhyasa. So much that chitta itself should feel so bad, even one moment if it gives up that abhyasa. The best example is Gopikas. They made such a abhyasa yoga of remembering Krishna. Even one moment they forget Krishna, no, they scold themselves. Oh mind, how dare you forget him? Arjuna also was like that. So come from backside. Chitta yuktena chetasa, yoga yuktena chetasa, abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa. So the mind chetas means. Yukta means fully established in it. In what? Abhyasa. Sorry, yoga. In which yoga? Abhyasa yoga. Matlab mastery in practice. In that the commitment is there, you are doing it every day and you are perfecting every day, you are improving the perfection every day. In this way, all the things, the name of the God, form of the God, stories of the God, qualities of the God, then the glory of the God is known to you. You become devotee of God, then the Guru will come in your life. He will tell about the nature of God. Then in that also with abhyas of meditation, you will know Him. All this looks to be so big, but why do you worry about so many? Start doing one by one thing, second, third, fourth, अपने आप आते रहेंगे आपको. अभ्यास योग युक्तेन चेतसा. First thing. So I told you both, for a spiritual person, it is anything that is required. He'll have to do the karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga, abhyas yoga सब में करना चाहिए. So to a person want to be fit, healthy fit, he has got yoga asanas, उसका अभ्यास योग करना है. Not that one day you do 2 hours and another day you never do and after 1 month you remember. No. Every day that 1 hour when he does, when the chitta is habituated into that yoga of abhyasa, he will be so fit in the body. They become the leaders, masters to guide thousands in that particular field. See that martial arts people, see our yogis in India, so many are there. Nowadays, yoga acharyas are hundreds and thousands. Great to see everybody. Okay, their little professional taste, smell is there in that. Ab survival to karna hai. I'm not justifying it. All these spiritual things are only for divine experience. The Lord will take care of them. If they are not matured that way, then they take it as profession and survival. If the God is allowing them, who am I to comment? I to look from this standpoint, no? भगवान को मना करना था तो भगवान उनको मौका दे ही नहीं देते ही नहीं. दे रहे के मतलब भगवान कह रहे चलो मेरे को तो याद कर रहे हो कर लो. But don't do anything negative anywhere in harming or cheating people, then will be caught. उतना तो छोड़ दो. So ठीक है वो commercial aspect को साइड पे रखो, but they are masters, they are teaching. So to them many teaching meditation. Pakka 100 types of meditation they are teaching. May not be the main one. Main teaching is what Krishna taught in Geetha of knowing the truth, contemplating and realizing. That is what we are talking to you now. It is ultimate. Because this gain is such gain, after gaining which nothing remains to be gained. You know, that's the whole Gita, 7th chapter. अर्जुन तो वही तो बताया ना भगवान ने, एक ज्ञात्वा नेह भूयोन्यत ज्ञातव्य मम शिष्यते. Having known which nothing remains to be known or gained. So this is ultimate. Everything is secondary. कोई भी भाव, like with all yoga asanas, you get your energy health. After 30 years, you become weak and old and die. Even yoga acharya will die. Even Vedanta acharya will die. But if he is experiencing the self, that will not die. Body will die, but not the inner self. Therefore, this is ultimate. I'm just telling. All else are आने वाले. Anyway, वो भी अभ्यास करना है. I'm बता रहे. So somebody professionally, somebody in skills, in somebody in spirituality, everywhere, चित्त का युक्ति होनी है. युक्त चित्त should be established. In what? Yoga. Which अभ्यास? In what? योग में. कौन से योग में? अभ्यास वाले योग में. Practice. Every theory, no practice, it never gives result. That's what is the sentence. So, abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa is one thing to be done told. What is not to be done is equally same. Second is na anyagamina chetasa. This is what everybody forgets, including me. What is the anyagamina chetasa? Na means what? Like you have taken medicine for sugar disease, again you are eating sugars. What is the meaning of abhyasa yoga and yoga chitta? Abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa na anyagamina. Take medicine, but don't eat sweet also. The Anyagami, our chitta, it is trained in abhyasa in something. But opposite of it is again it has done for some time. Like it trained for 2 hours that I will not become angry, I will not good. But otherwise after 2 hours usne let loose kar di. Again cheta or chitta gone into the opposite of becoming angry. What is the use of that? The more we give chance for distraction, whatever the abhyasa done goes waste. Nah? Like people go for dietitians or various camps for the physical fitness. So 20 day 30,000 they pay and do all the abhyasa. Really become slim trim. When they come back within 15 days, that slim trim gone. The drum is replaced. Because अन्यगामी हो गया चेतस. अनुकूलस्य संकल्पः प्रातिकूलस्य वर्जनम. प्रतिकूल भी कर रहे हो तो भी न्यूट्रलाइज होएगा ना. सो द ब्यूटी ऑफ आवर लाइफ इज चित्त को अपने गोल में रखो, साइड पे जाने मत देना. गोल में रखो, साइड पे जाने. लाइक व्हीकल गोइंग ऑन द रोड, नॉट ऑन टू द सर्विस रोड और अदर फेलोज लेन. So to the mind, when we do the abhyasa, then we reach God. And what is God and whom, how to meditate Him? Next shloka will tell 8 pointers. Before telling that, भगवान से युवर चित्त युक्त होना है योग में. Which yogas are? Abhyas yoga. Abhyas means repeatedly doing same thing. Repeatedly doing same thing. Neither stop the repetition nor do other thing. These two things. Repeat karte raho, or don't stop repetition or don't repeat opposite thing. In these two things done, then Paramam Purusham Divyam Yati. To that supreme divine experience we enter into. Hey Partha, Anuchintayan, what inspires you is the goal which is remembered by you all the time. Anuchintayan means continuously remember the goal and you get inspired. Then keep on doing Abhyasa Yoga. Don't allow to get distracted by any distracting means. I'll think I need to talk on this shloka. 10 minutes more tomorrow will do. Then those 8 of the pointers may 1, 2 or 3. Very they subtle, they are meditative. Definitely we'll try to make it simpler for you all to understand. Thank you. We'll stop Geetha here. Now the common sense thought is very, very simple, my dear friends. Our mind's mischief. Mind's mischief of entertaining, enjoying, eating, playing the sports, it does it. Once that is over, either it enters into sleep or feels boredom. Such fellow is a worst destroying himself. Especially the youngsters between the age of 6 to 16, 17, 18 are victim of this disease. And it continues thereafter. Again, when the holidays come, 2 3 hours they spend in enjoying. After that, mama bore कर लगे, nana go bore लग रही है, दादी bore लग रही है. अरे, if you are boring to yourself, how much you are boring to others? Mind's mischief. What is to be done to combat it? I'll talk on this topic very less because of time also and because you know it more than me. What is to be done then? The intellect should come into picture and engage the mind and senses in so many useful creative things that are there. If that is not done, it becomes a habit. In holidays, parents and grandparents give food, you eat like buffalo, then they give you remote, you watch TV like a useless fellow, don't do any work at home, then you say I'm bored, then sleep. Again get up only to eat. Then you are really not a fellow, buffalo only. But how many things are there related to your study, talents? How much you can keep on learning? Time should not be killed, otherwise, time will kill us. Time should be divinely used. In that time using, we also become divine great. How can we say it is boring? मेरे को तो बोरिंग मेरे को तो टाइम ही नहीं लगता. I eat 8 classes I do. Still I find some energy so that I can do 4 more classes. I'm missing to talk in Hindi. I want 1 more class in Telugu. I want to do Geetha with Bhashyam. I want to do Shiva Puranam. I want to do the Yoga Vasishta Sahar Sangraha. Yoga Vasishtam into Mahabharatam 1 or 2. At least Parvas I want to do. Sutta Samhita I have not touched. How many things I have to do? अपने time ही नहीं मेरे को. If you get lazy, then you get habituated lazy. You become active or active. Tired तो थोड़ा slow लो. 1 घंटा 2 घंटे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Come back work. So the common sense thought is mind's mischief of eating, sleeping, entertainments, else getting bored. The intellect should tell the mind whatever required for the life, the abilities, talents, go on gaining. Increase your English language, your vocabulary. Learn some of Sanskrit, some shlokas, do some japa, learn the practice of quietening the mind, know the importance of values. What is parents, what are brother, sister, what are the neighbors, classmates, how to behave with them. Know about the history of the country, glory of the country. You know, take every god, to know them who is Rama, what is Rama, who is Krishna, what are their qualities, who are the saints, what are their qualities, sages, patriotic people, how I also have to become like them. If the parents don't give all this to children, na, the children by the age of 7, 8, 15, 12, में इतने मोटू पेटू हो जाते हैं. Nowadays all children are like Ganpati Bappa Moria. I hate the parents, not the children, because children are not at fault. Parents, children are like that only right from the beginning of creation. Parents should know the art of bringing them up, not only making them eat like a buffoon and all. They must. So when you are parents, you do that, and now we are children. You learn to be active. सुबह 5 को उठे तो रात को 9 तक. Not even one moment should have freedom in that 17 hours, 16 hours. So 5 to 12 plus 4, 16 hours. 17 hours engaged. Well, lovely. पौधे लगाओ, पानी डालो. Don't do anything arts and crafts and watch TV and all funny games. They are nothing but destroying your mind. Make it restless. You can't control it later on. And that's what goes on in your mind. You can never study. Great books. Best thing is read good books. Underline the main points. Note them somewhere. Spend 1 hour like that. That makes you such a great leader tomorrow. You'll be looked up to by so many because such a wisdom you are gaining like you are all. You are sincerely learning Geetha every day. After 10 years, you'll be a leader tomorrow because this jnanam you are gaining will not go waste if you are really listening regularly and gaining. You'll behave according to this jnanam. The people have not known that Geetha. You are something different and special from them. You know Bhagavan, what is Sadhibhutam, Sadhidaivam. You know Apyasa Yoga Yuktena Chetasa. You know what is Para Prakriti, Apara Prakriti. You know what is meaning of Atma Samyam Yoga. You know what is Abhyasa Vairagya. So many things you know. What is Karma Yoga, Gnaya Karma Sannyasa Yoga, Karma Sannyasa Yoga, Atma Samyam Yoga. Everything you know. Uddhareda Atmanatmanam. You know Dhyayato Vishan Pumsa. You know Mai Sarvani Karmani. How many things are taught from last 236 days. If you are master of all these, youngsters, you will be the leaders tomorrow. So that all youngsters I am telling. आपके लिए बढ़िया है एवरी डे वन टॉक ऑफ गीता है सुन लो कॉमन सेंस सुन लो उसका अपना नोट्स बना लो बट डोंट मेक यूर सेल्फ बोरिंग टू अदर्स यूर सेल्फ ऑल्सो बोरिंग टू यूर सेल्फ सच ए पैथेटिक लाइफ आई डोंट सी एनी एनिमल्स ऑल्सो सेइंग इट इज बोरिंग worse than that. So common sense thought is that. Now, last sloka of our this one, Achyuta Ashtakam is our last topic. That is Falashruti. 8 slokas, therefore it's called Ashtakam. Generally, 9 sloka also added, which tells the Phala Shruti means it makes us listen what is the benefits we get if we continuously chant such stotrams. Clear? About Achyuta Ashtakam, what is the Phala? If we every day chant it, Achyutasya Ashtakam. अच्युत जी का अष्टक को यह पठेत whoever studies ishtadam they will get whatever the ishta desires fulfilled. Then prematah pratyaham daily pratyaham is har din prati aham is daily every day prematah with devotion whoever is chants for such person purushah saspruham along with the Lord in the mind. So you are chanting Lord Krishna or Rama or Vishnu, all are same. Of him this Ashtakam, keeping that in mind, with prema every day when we chant, this Ashtakam fulfills all your good noble wishes. One thing. Second, Vruttatah Sundaram means Vruttatah Sundaram, a very good stotram it is, which is very touching to the heart because of its tune. Then Kartru Vishwambharam means what? Hmm. Hmm. Kartru Vishwambharam, which takes us nearer to the God. Finally, what? Tasya Vasho Hari Jayate Satvaram. More and more when we do this, even Lord will be in our own favor, doing whatever we want. So, here Harihi Vasho Jayate means, literal meaning is Lord will be in our Vasha. How can the Lord will be in our Vasha? The meaning is, with this stotra chanted every day, so great devotee we become. And according to Bhagavatam and all, Bhagavan says, I am in always Vasha of the devotees. So from that standpoint, here it is written, Tasya Vasha Jayate Hari Sattvaram. सो भगवान उनके वश में हो जाते हैं, भगवान के बारे में जान जाते हैं। और ये सुंदर स्तोत्र है, भगवान को स्मरण करते हुए जो हर दिन इसको प्रेम से पढ़ते हैं, उनके सारे कामनाएं पूर्ण होते हैं। सो अगेन, अच्युतस्य अष्टकम इष्टदम, giver of all our desires, fulfiller. But that we have to do in what way? Pratyaham premataha purushaha saspruham. Spruha means memory. Saspruha means remembering. Purusha means the Lord who is described in this Achyutastakam. So Purushaha Saspruha means Purusha, the seeker, with the remembrance that I am chanting Achyuta's Ashtakam every day when he does with devotion, by God's grace, all his desires are fulfilled. The temptation is what? This is Vruttatah Sundaram. Means what? Which is so beautiful in its metric form. Kartru Vishwambaram, Vedya Vishwambaram is the Lord is fully filled in this stotra. Tasya Vasya Harir Jayate Satvaram. The Lord Himself will come into His Vasha if He does every day the chanting of it. Any one of us. So, कर लो daily फिर बढ़िया सा है. So almost all stotras have some or the other this type of beautiful falashruti. The common falashruti is, you will near God, you will know God, you have devotion to God, your desires are all times fulfilled, including desire to experience God. That much power is there. And these sutras are like mantras. Mantras are having divine Shakti. Suktas are. These suktas are mantras, they are divine Shakti. How they work, the Lord and Gurus, they keep it as secret. You need not know. You do what is said, then you will get what is said. Thank you. Let us chant it 11 times quickly, then total stotram पूरा मिलकर 6 मिनट लगेगा. ओम श्री अच्युत गोविंद परमात्मन अनुग्रहेण परमात्मानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से वैदिक संस्कृते विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थम समस्त युवा पीढ़ीनां च समस्त शक्ति प्राप्ति ज्ञान प्राप्ति द्वारा समस्त सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजय प्राप्ति द्वारा देश धर्म संरक्षण सामर्थ्य प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री आदिशंकराचार्य विरचित अच्युताष्टक स्तोत्रस्य फलश्रुति नाम श्लोकस्य पारायणं जपं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम अच्युतस्याष्टकं यः पठेदिष्टदं प्रेमतः प्रत्यहं पूरुषः सस्पृहं वृत्ततः सुन्दरं कर्तृविश्वम्भरं तस्य वश्यो हरिर्जायते सत्वरम्. अच्युतस्याष्टकं यः पठेदिष्टदं प्रेमतः प्रत्यहं पूरुषः सस्पृहं वृत्ततः सुन्दरं कर्तृविश्वम्भरं तस्य वश्यो हरिर्जायते सत्वरम्. अच्युतस्याष्टकं यः पठेदिष्टदं प्रेमतः प्रत्यहं पुरुषः सस्पृहं वृत्ततः सुन्दरं कर्तृविश्वम्भरं तस्य वश्यो हरिर्जायते सत्वरम्. अच्युतस्याष्टकं यः पठेदिष्टदं प्रेमतः प्रत्यहं पुरुषः सस्पृहं वृत्ततः सुन्दरं कर्तृविश्वम्भरं तस्य वश्यो हरिर्जायते सत्वरम्. अच्युतस्याष्टकं यः पठेदिष्टदं प्रेमतः प्रत्यहं पुरुषः सस्पृहं वृत्ततः सुन्दरं कर्तृविश्वम्भरं तस्य वश्यो हरिर्जायते सत्वरम्. अच्युतस्याष्टकं यः पठेदिष्टदं प्रेमतः प्रत्यहं पुरुषः सस्पृहं वृत्ततः सुन्दरं कर्तृविश्वम्भरं तस्य वश्यो हरिर्जायते सत्वरम्. अच्युतस्याष्टकं यः पठेदिष्टदं प्रेमतः प्रत्यहं पूरुषः सस्पृहं वृत्ततः सुन्दरं कर्तृविश्वम्भरं तस्य वश्यो हरिर्जायते सत्वरम् अच्युतस्याष्टकं यः पठेदिष्टदं प्रेमतः प्रत्यहं पूरुषः सस्पृहं कर्तृविश्वं वृत्ततः सुन्दरं कर्तृविश्वम्भरं तस्य वश्यो हरिर्जायते सत्वरम् अच्युतस्याष्टकं यः पठेदिष्टदं प्रेमतः प्रत्यहं पूरुषः सस्पृहं वृत्ततः सुन्दरं कर्तृविश्वम्भरं तस्य वश्यो हरिर्जायते सत्वरम् अच्युतस्याष्टकं यः पठेदिष्टदं प्रेमतः प्रत्यहं पुरुषः सस्पृहं वृत्ततः सुन्दरं कर्तृविश्वम्भरं तस्य वश्यो हरिर्जायते सत्वरम् अच्युतस्याष्टकं यः पठेदिष्टदं प्रेमतः प्रत्यहं पुरुषः सस्पृहं वृत्ततः सुन्दरं कर्तृविश्वम्भरं तस्य वश्यो हरिर्जायते सत्वरं तस्य वश्यो हरिर्जायते सत्वरं जायते सत्वरम् इति श्रीमद् शंकर भगवत्पाद कृत अच्युताष्टकं संपूर्णम् just 3 minutes only it will take ओम अथ श्री अच्युताष्टकम् ओम अच्युतं केशवं रामनारायणं कृष्णदामोदरं वासुदेवं हरिं श्रीधरं माधवं गोपिकावल्लभं जानकीनायकं रामचन्द्रं भजे अच्युतं केशवं सत्यभामाधवं माधवं श्रीधरं राधिकाराधितम् इन्दिरामन्दिरं चेतसा सुन्दरं देवकी नन्दनं नन्दजं सन्ददे विष्णवे जिष्णवे शङ्किणे चक्रिणे रुक्मिणी रागिणे जानकी जानये वल्लवी वल्लभायार्चितायात्मने कंसवे ध्वंसिने वंशिने ते नमः कृष्णगोविन्द हे रामनारायण श्रीपते वासुदेवाजित श्रीनिधे अच्युतानन्त हे माधवाधोक्षज द्वारका नायक द्रौपदी रक्षक राक्षसैक्षोभितः सीतया शोभितो दण्डकारण्यभो पुण्यता कारणं लक्ष्मणेनान्वितो वानरैः सेवितो अगस्त्य सम्पूजितो राघवः पातु मां धेनुकारिष्टकोरिष्टकृत् द्वेषिणां धेनुकारिष्टको निष्टकृत् द्वेषिणां केशिहा कंसहृत् वंशिका वादकः पूतना कोपकः सूरजा केलनो बालगोपालकः पातु मां सर्वदा विद्युदोद्योतवत् प्रस्फुरद्वाससं प्रावृणं बोधवत् प्रोलसत् विग्रहं वन्यया मालया शोभितोरस्थलं लोहिताङ्घ्रिद्वयं वारिजाक्षं भजे कुञ्चितैः कुन्तलैः व्राजमानाननं रत्नमौलिं लसत् कुण्डलं गण्डयोः हारकेयूरकं कङ्कणप्रोज्ज्वलं किङ्किणीमञ्जुलं श्यामलं तं भजे अच्युतस्याष्टकं यः पठेदिष्टदं प्रेमतः प्रत्यहं पूरुषः सस्पृहं वृत्ततः सुन्दरं वेद्य कर्तृविश्वम्भरं तस्य वश्यो हरिर्जायते सत्वरं तस्य वश्यो हरिर्जायते सत्वरम्. In the last one, Vrittata Sundaram, some places Kartru Vishwambaram, some places Vedya Vishwambaram is written. Not much difference. Thank you. This is what Achyuthashtakam we are offering at the feet of the Lord. From tomorrow, some other stotra. Let me check what I can do. In common sense thought today, don't feel bored. Be engaged in creative, dynamic things as youngsters. Yati Parthanu Chintayan Suchetasa, Yuktena Chetasa, Yoga Yuktena Chetasa, Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena Chetasa. Nanyagamina. Only then, here the God you will achieve, here success you will achieve. Thank you, friends. Take you their leave. Tomorrow we'll meet. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shantimapniyat Shanto Muccheta Bandhebhya Muktashanyan Vimochet Om Asatoma Satgame Tamsama Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha Paramarshibhyo Namaha Parabrahmaneno Shrutimatre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanastu Shri Sanatana Dharma Vaidika Samskruti परंपरायै नमो नमः भारतमात्रे नमो नमः आध्यात्मिक संस्कृतये नमो नमः समस्त युवेभ्यो युवकेभ्यो युवतिभ्यो नमो नमः. Thanks. Krishna